Guys, a quick tutorial just to show you how to edit newborn photos with my actions. So the first thing that I usually do is use the Silky Smooth Skin. That is just going to take all the little marks on the baby face, reduce a little bit of the redness as well, just make it a little more smooth. So you click on the action. It takes a few seconds to load it. It will be a little bit longer right now because I'm recording this video, and it's just a little bit too much for my computer process. So we're gonna wait a couple more seconds just for all the actions to load, and then we're gonna start working on the skin. It is really simple and really easy to get really good results using them, and they are pretty much everything that I use. There's a few things I use on the actual Photoshop when I make, which is really easy for me, just very handy to use. But there you go. Let's see. I think one more to load, and that's it. So we're gonna use our brush, and let's just go to layers on white, and I'm always going around 70, 60, 70, something like that, and simply going around baby quickly. Gonna get my brush a little bit smaller now, just to go around the eyes a little more carefully. I don't want to touch too much of the lips or too much of the eyes. That's pretty much done. My next thing will be to flatten the image. This is why I've created that action, just to make it easier for me. So you guys can just create your own actions. You can do some reduce redness if there's a lot of redness on baby skin. I'm going to skip that one now because I don't know, I just think that baby skin is not, oops, that's a bit too much. Baby skin is not too bad. So I'm just using the soft skin tone right now. Just going around a little bit, just making her skin tone look a little bit better. A little less grey, a little less red. There you go. Let's just click flatten image again. There's the warm glow that would do a similar effect with a bit more light. There's add light, which I really love as well. Just an easy way to add light to your baby features. So quickly going there, a little bit here on the knee, a little bit around the lips, and there you go, a little bit on the cheeks as well. Just want to emphasize the cheeks. There you go. Quickly gonna show you before and after for this one, and click flatten image again. The next thing I'm going to do is sharpen eyes and lips. It's just next on the line. I sort of got myself used to using everything right after the other, so they are kind of like organized the way I like it. Opacity would be on 100%, and I'm just going to sharpen the eyes and the lips. So these are the two things that I really love to sharpen. I like to do it all the way to 100%. Eye glow is basically the catch eye, the light in the baby eyes. So click 1, 2, and I also like to do it on the lips if there's like that sort of like light on the lips, and a little bit at the top as well. I'm gonna get a bigger brush right now, and I'm gonna go less than 100% and just a little bit more on the cheeks. There you go, a little bit more on these areas. Eyes, cheeks, and lips. Let's see before and after. So I feel like I did a little bit too much on this area, so I'm just going to reduce it here. That's it, that's pretty much it. Flatten the image again, just remember to do that after every step. Volumize lashes. It's she doesn't have a lot of lashes, but I really do like to emphasize the eyes with this action. So I'm just quickly going around the eyes, even the inside, because she's got really dark eyes. That's gonna look amazing, and it's just adding a bit of contrast everywhere. So even on the lips, just a little bit of a tiny touch and it will do it. There you go. Okay, let's go before and after. So really sort of boost the eyes. If you guys feel it's too much, you can always just reduce it or not use it, or I don't know, skip to the next one. Blush, cheeks and lips. So that just gives a little bit of more color, which I personally really like. A little bit on the cheeks because it's beautiful and she's beautiful. And flatten my image again, and my next one would be matte layer. Matte layer would just work around the whole image entirely, and I usually just open it and open it and double click on the warm vignette, because in this image I would like light to be mainly on her face, so I'm going to make the um, light around her face. You just drag it around when you open that box. So drag that around, and I'm going to click OK because I'm happy with it. I'm going to show you before and after of just this one. And these two are really good as well, but they sort of make too much matte on her face. So I always go and reduce it from baby face. I go all the way to 100. Oops, I need to be on a black brush. Don't forget to change your brush to black, and this one as well. And if you get the actions, you kind of learn what they do, and if there's something that you want to do, change, I don't know, you learn it. I'm going to go back to the warm vignette because I less like how dark it made her legs look, so I'm just clicking it off, just the effect of her legs right there. Let's just click to minimize this whole thing and go before and after. Now it's also beautiful just before, but I will personally like it more after. I'm going to flatten the image. The other thing that I did with this image was to go to Camera Raw, which is basically the same stuff that you can find on Lightroom, but I didn't do any changes on Lightroom yet, so I'm gonna do it right there. So the color of that little fluffy head hat she's got is just, it's a bit green, a bit bluish, so I'm reducing all the green and all the blue from this image because it's just not working with this specific image. A little bit of the yellow as well. Going back to the main menu, I'm just going to boost the light a little more, bit more contrast and shadows. There you go. A little more light. A little more vibrance. So it's like the light. No, not the light. What's wrong with me? Sorry. All right. So we got this so far. And the other thing I did with this image was to duplicate, what was it? Duplicate the layer. You just use whatever you want to duplicate, the way you duplicate your layer. And I've selected the color from this area somewhere. So something pinkish, maybe more pinkish, something like that. And with a very low opacity, just went through everywhere and sort of painted around just to get that soft look, so the blanket won't look too, because it's got a lot of details, so just a little bit less details. Alright, so something like that. So we got this effect right now, which looks pretty good to me. I'm gonna flatten the image, and that's it. I'm pretty much happy with how it looks like right now. I am going to reduce noise in general, just using my plugin there, and probably add some more sharpen the image. I use Unsharp Mask for that, and sometimes I only use it just for a little bit for the face, but not for the overall image. But this would look pretty good. And if the baby skin got little flakes like that, or things that sort of don't look right, then of course just work a little bit on the details as well, just to make the image look all nice and perfect. So this was the original one. Do I have the original one there? Don't think so. Let's just go and see if I can load it again, just so I can show you before and after. This baby is so amazing. Oh my god, she's so beautiful. I think the whole session all I said was, oh my god, this baby is so beautiful. But she is. There you go. So we sort of got from there to there. I don't know how long it took, but I think it was pretty fast and it looks pretty good. So there you go. So I hope you enjoyed it and let me know what you think. See you, bye.